Stadium in Iowa City. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. And the Hawkeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And now there's Jarrett Gibson. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
Well, we talk a lot about the impact transfers can make. How about this running back and what he has brought to this offense early this season? Defenses right now just don't have an answer for him, David. Whether it's toting the rock, whether it's catching the ball, whether it's blocking, he is so versatile, and he's taken this offense to a different level.
And that's why they went out and got him. They identified who they want to bring in. And again, perfect scheme fit, has learned his teammates. Coaches talk about how he's blended in perfectly with his teammates. Now it's about continuing to take that next step, be consistent. Great start to the season, and everybody's pretty happy with the investment they made.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Here's Gibson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Iowa's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Myers on the move. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, gonna throw it. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is gonna win every time.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He's got enough. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Cuts it upfield. It's Turner. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Again, running right, it's Gibson. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown tie. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell Here comes the heat. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Wants to go up top on second down. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Breaks into the open. Stopped right there.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Howie, what do you have?
Here on the Alabama sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Still looking. Looking down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Phillips.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. With an update on that, let's check in with Holler.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Russell unloads it left. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Russell on play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! And the extra point is good, and you've got to be happy about that after missing a pair. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to...
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on second down. They go play action with Russell. Buying time to his right. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second and long here. Handoff for Jarrett. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To throw, it's Russell. Rushes on. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get a first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's going to run it. To the 10. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put them looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside, and the ball is loose on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll run him again. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He'll pull it down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes early.
He's got it for a big play. And a pickup of better than 30 yards. Completion before the defense brings him down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Phillips. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. Gibson again. Taken down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
2nd down to the air. They're all over it. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going for it all. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Russell on play action. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back at least, but they're going to need binoculars to see where the previous line of scrimmage was. Russell from the gun on third down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Took it all the way back to the house.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Russell. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman running up front.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Out wide right, it's Turner. Oh, what a move to get room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third down, here's Gibson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Run in the red zone. It's Gibson. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
It's a good play call there. I think the defense was expecting them to try to run it in between the tackles, but instead, they go to the outside using his speed to come away with 2 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
They were all over it.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Alabama sideline, this has been a terrific start for this transfer running back. As you know, they brought him in here for a reason, and he has lived up to those preseason.
He's got it way down the field. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. On to attempt the try. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Pulls it. Now the toss. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Quick give. It's Phillips. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.